I think I would describe my relationship with God in the image of the footprints. I think this story that we know so familiar is this person who thinks that he only sees one set of footprints, that it is his set of footprints, and that God is not present with him. But in actual fact, it was God who was carrying him on his shoulders. And throughout my discernment journey, there will be times where I think that there is only one set of footprints, but it is not my set, it is the footprints of God. And it's precisely at that moment that He is carrying me, walking with me. My name is Dexter. I actually never had the thought of the priesthood. I only dreamt of having my own family. Back in about 2010, someone invited a group of us to attend the Conversion Experience Retreat, right, CSC. What sparked in me was the very strong desire to develop a relationship with Jesus, with God the Father as well. So at that time, St. Michael's decided to start a monthly holy hour. I remember that day as I was looking at the crucifix in church, I had a vision of an ordination mass, and that was when I started to look at the old seminary website. I saw myself agreeing to all of the points there. My first thought after that was, this is getting real. But I think my whole sinfulness, that feeling, really became that obstacle. How am I worthy to answer this call? I do not know how to tell my dad. Being an only child, being an only son, would he mind that the family line is not continued? 1 or 2 months later, my dad was the one who actually asked me, "Son, are you thinking about the priesthood?" I just answered yes. And to my shock, my mom, she wasn't the one who informed or told my dad about the call. Though I may have no knowledge of it, I believe it may have been a difficult decision for him, but it gave me a lot of ease to go about the call, to allow God to really love me and show me where He wants to lead me. I think one of the biggest desires that I had as a child was, if only I had a sibling. I think one of the things that I really enjoyed about my seminary formation days is really the group of brothers that I've had. A kind of siblings that I used to desire as an only child, and I've had in the seminary. These are brothers who called me out on things that were wrong, brothers who were there to appreciate and to show love as well. So there is really that love-hate relationship. But I think that is what really helped us to grow in relationship with one another. Another part of the big picture that God allowed me to see during my discernment was in the area of my career. I had a dream to work in the aerospace industry, but God had His plans. Eventually, both the jobs that I had were all customer-based, and that became a part of God's hand at work because I'm an introvert. But I think the jobs that I had pushed me out of my comfort zone. I had to be the first one to make conversations. I guess that was how I saw God already starting to form me to overcome the introvertness in me. Over the years, He has really built that faith in God, that He has always given me the strength to go through the struggles that I've had throughout my formation. And it is because of this faith in God that He will continue to help me in the priestly ministry. The one thing that has been coming back to my mind is how the priest is incarnated. Really see Jesus as the incarnation of God. That is God coming down as a human. That is where I see myself, in a sense that a priest needs to be part of the people, to understand the difficulties that they experience, to be able to help them to go through their difficulties. I think the kind of struggles that the people goes through in today's context are much more than what it used to be. And helping them to make sense of God in those situations takes a little bit more time. I really hope to see people being able to be drawn more closely to God, because in being able to do so, the struggles of the world are much, much more bearable.